I feel like shit.
Monday, happy days. Tuesday, Wednesday, happy days.
It's just one of those
happy days. The weekend comes, let's not go home.
It's just one of those days where you don't wanna wake up. Everything is everybody sucks. You don't really know why, but you wanna justify ripping someone's head off. No human contact, and if you interact, your life is on contract. Your best bet,
Just knock it off, you scum bucket.
it's just one of those days. It's just one of those.
Happy days.
It's just one of those.
Happy days.
It's just one of those days.
The weekend comes, let's not go home. Ready to make stays.
It's just one of those days, feeling like a freight train. First one to complain, leaves with the blood stain. Damn right, I'm a maniac. You better shoot, cause I'm fucking up your program. And if you're stuck up, you just locked up. Next in line to get fucked up. Your best bet is to stay away, motherfucker. It's just,
I'm losing my cool.
it's all about
Happy days.
it's just one of those.
Happy days.
It's just one of those days.
The weekend comes, let's not go home. Ready to make stays. These days.
I feel like shit. My suggestion is to keep your distance. 'Cause right now I'm dangerous. Right now I'm dangerous.
Something's happening to the bonds.
If my day keeps going this way, I just might.
I'm gonna pop you one so you'll stop playing games.
Give me something great. Give me something great. I hope you know I like a chainsaw. A chainsaw. A motherfucking chainsaw.
What?
So come and get it.
What we got here is a case of mistaken identity, you know? See, now this here
Not Robert.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Chief Moody, and welcome to episode 244 of the Mood of the Nation podcast. How is everyone doing? I hope everyone is fine and dandy. It's been... Right. I do have one question to ask my viewers in the chat. I think there's about 5 of you here, so which is really good to see. I do see Toffee is in the chat, which thank you very much for watching, and I hope you're doing well. I want to ask this question before we get started, right? And this, again, this is a question that's mainly for my viewers where that's been watching me for a long time, and not necessarily the new viewers I received from the David Clues episode. But the question is, how many of you thought that I actually was going to do a stream today and not have another hiatus or anything like that at all? I can imagine maybe a lot of you would probably think like that would be the case, and actually surprised that there actually is an episode tonight, which yes, I did say in last episode before we'll be doing on a weekly basis, which would be every Thursday at 7 p.m. and we're fulfilling that. So, everyone, Joey, how you doing? Where did you get the name Chief Moody from anyway? Tell them the story. I don't know what happened there. Hold on one second. Yeah, you said you do it every week. Yeah, there we go. Put the StreamYard link in the chat, and I'll jump on for a chin wag. Just 1 minute. But yeah, the name Chief Moody, yeah, because not a lot of people know the name or where it came from. But I did tell the story before on PWR, and I can't remember if it was any other streams that did, or maybe even this one. But this was before the doxxing happened back in 2021 by Hope Not Hate. And it was just a case of just trying to get like a pseudonym, like online name. So like your Count Dankula's, your Sargon of Akkad's, you know, your, I'm trying to think like other well-known like names type of thing. But that was kind of the idea of it. And funnily enough, I actually wasn't going to call myself Chief Moody. I was going to call myself Judge Moody. And that's because of me being a somewhat of a fan of the character Judge Dredd from the 2000 AD comics. Well, I don't know whether or not if there actually was an actual Judge Moody in the Judge Dredd comics. So I thought, well, okay, maybe not that. So then I was working in a store at the time. I don't work there anymore, but whenever I serve customers, I often would get people, a lot of the guys would call me, chief and all of that. So then, of course, that brought up the idea, and I'm like, oh, chief, Chief Moody. So that's where the idea came along. So chief, really from my experience with working with customers type of thing, and again, I think it's more like a Scottish thing, if I'm not mistaken. And the moody aspect to it is just because of me being, well, a moody guy, essentially because of today's political climate. And I have been doing this since 2018. I think 2018. And funnily enough, that was I was more like a Cincinnati type. Like, I support people like Tommy Robinson and all of that. But as I talked about on episode 242 with David Clues, I mentioned that my, I guess, white awakening, if you want to call it that, was the whole George Floyd riots that happened back in 2020. And that was definitely a wake up call for me with that. And that's when I fully became. I know it left on was I know I don't know what's going on with my screen. It keeps blacking out. I'm back on the screen now, but I don't know what that's about. But all right, fair enough. But yeah, maybe a bit lengthy there, but hopefully that might answer your question. So, hope not hate, don't bother doxing people anymore because nobody cares. Yeah, that's pretty much it. And I think, again, I don't want to toot my own horn or anything like that at all, but the funny thing about it was I remember I was at another job at the time. It was like an agency work I was doing for a weekly basis. Your voice was roboted for a bit as well, but it's okay now, right? I don't know what that's about. But anyways, um, yeah, as I was saying, I was working at a place at the time. It was like a butcher's type of thing. And I think this was maybe my first break or my second break, because you would get two breaks out in between. And I saw on Telegram there was this like ruckus of the new Hope Not Hate report, and some people have been doxxed. So just out of curiosity, I thought, all right, I'll have a gander at this and see what it's about. Then I saw the list of people that have been, exposed by Hope Not Hate and all of that. And yeah, that's when I saw my name and my real name, Stephen Thompson, Stephen with a PH, Thompson without a P. That was on there with a very unflattering photo of me during like a previous night's Christmas night out type of thing. But yeah, and when that whole thing happened, I kind of just thought, well, I guess that's that then, cat's out of the bag, really. So, um, and here we are. I can't remember what episode it was when I actually first used the camera for the show, but I kind of thought, well, again, cat's out of the bag. I've been, doxxed or whatever. Might as well just fully come out of it. And again, I don't want to like be the one that took my own horn or anything like that at all, but I would think that I'm one of the people that started that trend of like I've been doxxed, but I don't care, and that was genuine with regards to that. I genuinely didn't care. I think for me, it was more of a matter of it wasn't the fact of will I ever get doxxed. It was more of a matter of when I would get doxxed. And sure enough, it did happen. So here we are, and yeah, ever since then, nothing happened. Like I've not had the police come to my door. I've not had Prevent come to my door or anything like that at all. Really, I've not had like any people assaulting me or anything like that at all. The only time I would ever get recognized is when I go to like maybe somewhat recognized is when I go to like demonstrations. And some people might know me, might have seen me before on the show or whatever. But yeah. Anyways, what to do is let me see if I can find Toffee real quick, because I think I'll send it. If you don't mind, Toffee, I think I'll send the link via StreamYard. Hold on one second, if I can. One sec. Let's see if I can find you on X. I'm sure you're on X, so you're not. Wait a minute. I'm pretty sure you are. Hold on a sec. Damn it, wait a minute. Okay. I don't know if I should maybe post it here with the link, but is there maybe another way I can? No, not do that. Not do that. No, that's not it. Bollocks. Right, don't want to do that as well. Don't know what that's about. Right. Damn it. Oh no, wait. I think if I remember correctly, I know you got Telegram. We'll see. Maybe that might be the better option. Uh, hold on a sec. I got another way. Hold on one sec. Right. It's gonna be some dead air. Right. Sorry, just bear with me 1 second, folks. I'm trying my best here. God, God Almighty. I mean, I do have a couple of things to talk about in terms of for tonight's episode. It's never really expected this, but 1 sec. Damn it. There should be not chat, but there should be like a. Right. Okay. I'm gonna. All right. Let's give maybe. Damn it. Right. I'll try another way. Hold on 1 second here, but just bear with me 1 second. Should be like maybe here. No, like fine. I'll put it in the chat. Right. Okay. Hold on 1 second. Right. All right, Toffee, you won. I'll put it in the chat here. See if that will work here. Right. Paste. Yeah, it should be there. Right. What I'll do is click the link, Toffee, and then come straight in. And then what I'll do is I'll delete afterwards with that. So, right, don't need that in studio. Right, that should be it. Right, I'll just wait for you to come in, Toffee, if you are there. God, I hope this works out. Let me see here. Right. Okay, so you're in. I'll delete comment just in case. Right. Let's see if it's actually Toffee. Let's have a try here. I'll just add him to the stream. Hello.
Mic check 1 2 1 2. I'm just trying to find me friggin' headphones here, Chief, because it'll make it clearer.
Right.
Is my audio all right though?
Yeah, it's coming in loud and clear, sir. Yep, definitely.
Golly Judd. How are we, lad?
Yeah, good. Thanks. Like, what about yourself?
Very good. I'm glad you're streaming more often.
Yeah, I'm just. I know there was that whole thing with not streaming it a lot, like here and there, but yeah, I'm definitely going to be streaming more regularly this time around on a weekly basis. So, yeah, it does feel good to be back. So, let's see if I can get up to almost at 250. So let's hope we can get up to 300 episodes at some point. So.
I like how you've matched your wallpaper with your shirt there, lad.
Do you know? Do you know? It's funny. I recently got this shirt like a few months ago.
It's a snazzy shit.
Do you know? A lot of people have been saying that, and it was actually kind of given to me as a gift, and I was like, oh, okay. So I first wore it, and I thought, yeah, like it seems alright for sure, but how is everyone else going to react to it? And funnily enough, I would wear it in my work, and I get maybe a couple of person or a couple of people should say that were like really liking it and kind of comparing me to like Magnum PI or something like that. And I'm like, I never really thought of it that, but all right, fair enough.
Hey, whereabouts? Do you know what? This is the first time I spoke to you properly before. Like we
Yeah,
spoke
that's true.
online often, obviously. Whereabouts? Oh, don't tell me exactly where. Don't dox yourself. My ma's a Ouija. My ma's from Partick in Glasgow. You're not a Ouija, are you? You're not from Glasgow, are you?
No. Funnily enough, I live quite close by to Glasgow, but saying that, I live also close by to Edinburgh as well. So it's kind of like in the middle, in the central belt.
You've got one of them like nice Scottish accents. My ma's accent is fucking terrible, mate. Like that proper like broad Glaswegian. Yeah, you wee cunt, like one of them.
Yeah, I get that a lot as well. Like some people even fellow Scots would ask me, "Oh, where is it that you're from?" And I'm like, "Oh, I'm from here." They're like, "Right." The reason I ask is because like you got like a really nice way of speaking Scottish, and I'm like, "Okay."
Do you know what it is, mate? You got a phone voice. Like if I rang a call center or something, like that voice is just perfect. The like soft Scotch accent. I love it.
Right. Well, thank you very much. And you know, it's funny that you say that because I did work at a call center at one point for about, I think, almost 2 years or something like that, which was the worst experience I've
Oh yeah, fucking
like
hell.
it's there were some good memories, there were some good points to it, but my God, I would put it this way, it was so bad. Like if you were to offer me a job at a call center and it would be I get paid like the full year's wage type of thing right then and there to do it, I still wouldn't do it. I just I can't even watch like, any videos on YouTube like other call center type works type of thing because it just the memories just come flooding back and I'm like, no, it's like Vietnam all over again. Type of
You're
thing,
on Vietnam. Yeah, Charlie in the tree line.
yeah.
You're onto that video, kid. Dan Killer did. I know he's not fully one of ours, but I like the fella. He done a video where he worked in a call center and he was talking about like just the situation. And he said, you're guaranteed to get like birds crying in the toilet at some point because people just ring up and just throw absolute abuse at you. Just like start screaming down the phone like absolute abuse. Awful job that, mate. Fucking hell.
Yeah, I can definitely confirm that. I did see people like they were on the phone to somebody, you're trying to sort the situation out, whether it's billing or tech issue or whatever, and they would just be crying just because of the other person on the phone is just like being belligerent and just screaming all of that. And it's a shame too because in my experience, there have been callers that were just like out of this world, like fantastic to talk to. Like I think it was about over an hour, 2 hours long phone calls to the point where even the management were just like, "What's going on?" I'm like, I'm just. But the thing is, like a lot of the people that were called, they call it because they're lonely and they just want someone to talk to. Which is it's sad, but it's good.
It is.
Situations where to actually have that conversation with that person, but there have been calls where like the caller on the phone, you're just not fucking human to them. You're just another voice on the phone.
And it's crazy as well because if you think you're ringing the fella who works in the call center, say you work for like Amazon or DPD or someone. So the fella in the call center, he's not controlling what the driver does. The fella in the call center is there to help you. So fancy ringing up and just slinging a load of abuse at them for something that they haven't done. Insane.
Yeah, it's madness that, and the day when I didn't. I somewhat. It was a bit of a weird situation. Like my last day working there, which was the 23rd of December of 2020, I think it was. So you can imagine, like, this was at the height of COVID. This was also literally 2 days before Christmas, and I get pulled up from management because they're like, "Well, we've seen that you've been not really taking calls." Because at that point, I was just like, I was done. I was sick to the back teeth of it. I would do any other work than do a call center type of work with that.
Yeah.
And so it was a mixture of like I was sacked, but I quit type of thing. Like it was just for me. Like I didn't care what the outcome was. I was just done. I was like absolute fed up with it. So
And
so
you're in this situation as well. So the other person on the other end of the phone is being abusive, but you have to remain professional.
yes,
And you're like, I've got to be polite to you, you fucking cunt. It's not a job that suits Scousers, mate. I tell you what,
it's
we
certainly
couldn't
not a
do
job. It's certainly not a job that suits Scottish people also because
that. No,
there have been times in some of the calls where I was just like I was so ready to like chat back, but yeah, there is it's that whole you have to be like professional no matter what, and you're just like God, like I would never act like this if there was another person on the phone. Like this,
it's that thing as well, mate. Like I've noticed. Like I'm not an internet person, me. I'm quite old fashioned. Like I've done streams and that, but censoring my stream with literally has to set the whole thing up. I don't know what I'm doing here. So it's completely alien to me. It's this thing that I can never get over where people are on the other side of a screen so they can just say what they fucking want. Like they can just be abusive towards you and there's no consequences. Like if you think about it, like I'll get people speaking to me on Telegram and you're like, you wouldn't speak to another person like this in real life. So why are you doing it here? Not like if you disagree with someone slightly and they'll just go, nah, you're a cunt. And you're like, mate, you don't communicate with people like this in real life. It's fucking strange. It's just like that weird little gap. This just gives people like the right to just speak to people like cunts. It's strange. I can't get used to it, me.
Yeah, I mean, the internet can be like a beautiful thing, but it also can be a very horrible thing because, yeah, it just makes people turn into complete, I don't know complete arseholes essentially. But yeah, you're right. Like they would never say anything like that in real life. But yeah. Anyways, so Toffee, thank you very much for coming on the show. I do have a couple things to chat about in terms of topics, and in fact, there's one I want to maybe discuss. I think it's something I have talked about on the show before, but I'm assuming have you been well? Just to ask, but have you been following the Lindsay Clancy case at all?
I have indeed, and I'm horrified.
It's just more and more of it just coming out. I don't understand. Well, I kind of do, but at the same time, it's really just you're just in awe seeing all these women showing their support for this woman because it's all because of mental health, and I'm like, I don't care what the situation was. There's no justification for strangling your own children like that. There is none. Like I can't believe people are actually defending this because
Lad, it's gotten really fucking dark. There's people on women on TikTok doing videos where they're listening to her like defense thing, holding their babies, and I was like, oh my fucking god, what the fuck? Do you know, mate? I don't mean to go too deep, but fucking the end of civilizations, everyone in history seems to be women going completely fucking mental. And that seems to be what's going on here. I don't know what the fuck is wrong with women. Like men, if you think about it, if something is specifically anti-man, I won't go along with it. But women will. like Islam, like they'll go along with it completely. We've got a person here who has literally murdered her 3 children, and women are just emphatically jumping to her defense. Like, what the fuck? I'm confused by women at the best of times, but recently, it's like, what the fuck? The fuck?
It's just, and even with that, there was actually like a similar case that happened not too long ago. Again, I think it was in America. There's a woman, I can't remember the name, but I think she's going through a court hearing as well. She planned to murder 3 of her kids. She told the father or her husband at the time, say goodbye to your children or something along those lines. And with the knife, she slit the throats of 2 of her children. She did do the same with the 3rd child, but thankfully that 3rd child managed to survive. But again, it's that same situation of like, oh, well, you gotta remember, like, just the mental health and all that, and it's just like, why are people using this as an actual excuse? Like, I can't bear with it.
And you know, lad, if you look into the details of this case, it's fucking horrifying. So she killed 2 of the kids, and the other one walked in on them, and she chased the kid down to kill them. Like, this is all completely out in court. It's all public evidence. Her lawyers are saying that she was hearing voices, so they're not denying that she did it. But for some reason, mate, people are just standing up for it.
Yeah.
Rather than just like watching the actual details of the case, let's jump on TikTok and watch some fucking mental woman give her opinion, and we'll go along with that. Fucking hell, mate.
Yeah, even just saying that, like, it's definitely like a good contrast between another case of the Shiloh Hendricks case that happened, because there was a woman who did nothing essentially except calling a cameraman.
Stood up for a kid,
Yeah,
basically.
exactly. Yeah, indeed. The cameraman, who is a Somali rapist, as we come to find out, which also, by the way, fled back to Somalia. Gee, I wonder why he would do that. Her crime is because she called the cameraman, the N-word, essentially. And it's like, we're still at a point in our time. Well, again, I know that the whole thing with the N-word is mainly being used as a weapon against white people, because there's this whole argument about like, oh, people should never use that word. It's a horrible, dreadful word, and no one should ever say it. But of course, which group of people that tends to say that word the most? It's black people that tend to say it. And then, of course,
like, imagine thinking that we have some kind of power in society, as they say we do, white privilege, and there's literally a word that we are not allowed to say, for fuck's sake. All words is just words are words. It's just moving your tongue around in your fucking throat. It's just a word. It doesn't mean anything, and we're literally not allowed to say it. Fucking hell. Who's got the power here?
Exactly, yeah, and even with that, like, a lot of the blacks would be like, oh no, you can't say that word. That's our word now. It's like, but you just said it's a terrible word and nobody should ever use it. And then of course it dawns on you that, oh, this is not about trying to like not have people say the word anymore. It's all about control. Because again, only certain people, be it black people, can say it, and then try and claim
so
that,
like. So think about it, Chief. So they don't have a problem with the word, obviously, because they call each other it constantly. They have a problem with the people who are saying it.
Right.
Us.
It's just
You can say it
happens-
if you were so inexplicably offended by this word, and it makes you fly off into a tantrum. You'd see your ass when your fellow one calls you that, but it's not that. It's just when we say it. And don't get me wrong, mate. I'm not like a fucking knobhead. Like, I'm not one of them people. Like, you treat people. I treat people how I find them, sort of thing, which may be my fault. I'm not going to be a fucking. Like, I'm not going to go. It's context, isn't it? So, say there's a gay guy. I'm not going to go over to him and go, "You are a F word, FAWGOT," because that would just make me a cunt. I'm not going to go to a black person and go, "You are an N word," because that would just make me a cunt. But if I'm sitting there with me mate, mind our own business, and I say that word, there shouldn't be a fucking problem with it.
There's no chance in the chat. Lindsay Clancy is a Leo, and Leos don't kill their cubs. Was an unironic
Yeah, this is a thing, lad. Yeah,
Yeah.
so they're saying, so they're bringing fucking astrology into it. So they're saying, I'm a Gemini. I was born in June. So they're saying Leos don't kill the cubs, but Geminis do. So they're blaming this fucking husband for her killing the kids. The
Yeah.
fuck?
I shouldn't be. I shouldn't be laughing because of just how it's just. It's so ridiculous. Like like a horoscope, like that like as a way to determine like a criminal or whatnot. And it's like, really, are we actually going to unironically use the horoscopes now? Like, just like.
Do you know what
oh,
the funniest thing you can do in life, mate, is just say to lefties, Islam is right about women, and watch their fucking brains melt. I was like, oh, I thought you liked them.
Yeah, it's pretty funny that. Anyways, so we did cover the Lindsay Clancy case there just now. Hold on 1 second. I avoid 99% of social media, so I'm spared most of this insanity. You know what? I don't blame you, because there have been times I might scroll through like X or Instagram, and I would come across these like types of videos that are very progressive, pro lefty type of videos, and I'm just like, nope, just like, yep, no more of that. Thank you very much. That's enough internet for today. But speaking
Mate,
of,
even Telegram makes me feel like that. I have to limit myself. Like some of, do you know, like just doom porn, just this
yeah.
awful shit. I can't deal with it, me personally. So I just have to limit myself. I have to like fucking disappear off Instagram, Telegram every so often, because it's just some people seem to revel in it and I can't. Do you know, like this, like just constantly posting shit, like some fucking black dudes raped a white, you know, just the constant
Yeah.
shit. I can't deal with that, me. Like, I know it's happening. I don't need to be reminded of it constantly. So I have to just take a break every so often and just remove myself from it, because it'll just get on top of me mentally, I reckon.
The ones I do find really funny sometimes are the it's the ones like the Black Israel, well, not Black Israel types, but it's these black people that are like trying their damnedest to claim like all these like white history and all that. It was actually the black people that did this. You know, if it weren't for the white man, then the black man would be up in space at this point. And it's like, stop. You know,
Do you know what's funny, lad? I've got a Facebook sock account, and it's there's like a black channel on there that just posts AI photos of, we was fucking Napoleon, we was Genghis Khan, we was this and that. I can't wait until they say we was Hitler.
Yeah, because they're like, oh well, not that white history. No, that's clearly white people's history. Oh, yeah, that'd be really funny. That. Now, speaking of black people, I do have a video. Now, this video in question, this is on X, of course, but I've seen multiple videos of these on X, on Instagram. You get all of these non-whites. This is mainly in Scotland. I've been noticing a lot as well, but all of these Africans or Middle Easterns, again, clearly not white and not Scottish, you know, they'll just like have all of these really dipshit arguments about like, well, I'm clearly Scottish and here's why. And they would put on this like really, when they put on the Scottish accent, you could tell they're trying their damnedest to sound Scottish, and they just do not. You know,
have you noticed, lad? Do you know whenever Humza Yousaf gives a speech, he hams up that Scottish accent, doesn't he? He really hams it up. Do you know fucking Andy Burnham now? He's not a Scouser, him. He's from like an area outside of Liverpool, and they speak posh. But anytime he's like appealing to the working class, he hams up this Scouse accent. All right, lads, I'm a fucking Scouser, me. Fuck off, mate.
Yeah, I know exactly what you mean. Like it just sounds it's trying too hard to fit in, and it's like me. Yeah. Everyone can tell from a mile away. But yeah, that Humza Yousaf, I think it was a clip of like a demo or something like that. He's just going like, I think No Chance in the chat, if he's still watching, he'll know exactly what I'm on about. But it's the clip where Hamza Yusuf is like, Glasgow, let's hear you.
Yeah. starts fucking talking like Rabsy Nesbitt, mate. Like, yeah.
And I think
Fuck off.
I think there was a guy in the background who was just going like, all right. Like even the people like listen to that were just like, he's a Pakistani man, and I just don't buy the fact that he's Scottish. But anyways, this video clip in question, this is on X, and again, it's one of these like, what screen is it? Oh, this one. So this one in particular, this is from a X account called New Scots Profiles. Now, from what I've seen,
African restaurant.
just one second, I'll just pause that and come back here. Now, this profile, from what I've seen, mainly not necessarily exposes, but it mainly showcases a lot of the non-whites living in Scotland, again, trying to live to be Scottish and all that, but we all know for a fact that that's not really the case. Here's an example of one of them where you got, again, black people, not sure where exactly, what part of Africa they're from, whether it be Nigeria or Uganda or anywhere like that. But again, they're in Scotland at the moment, and they're saying like, you know, we're just as Scottish as me and you, but here's our African restaurant. And it's like, what? But here's the clip in question. So only 15 seconds long, but let's have a gander at this and then see from there. So 3, 2, 1.
Hi guys, we're black and we're Scottish, and yes, we do exist.
Yes, troops, we're black and we're Scottish, and aye, we do exist. We've got an African restaurant down in Scotland, Glasgow. Come down, don't be shy. Try some of my goosey soup and fufu.
That is
fucking. Why are they like this? It's like, Jesus Christ. Are you so ashamed of yourself that you have to take on other people's identity? Fucking hell.
It's just like it does come off that like they're trying so hard to be Scottish, and it's like, guys, you're not. You know, I could put on a Ugandan accent or a Nigerian accent and be like, oh, look at this, I'm just a Ugandan as yourself, bro. You know, and it's like there was that clip I remember watching where it's like, tell me, why are you gay? Who says I'm gay? You are gay. You know, it's like that doesn't make me Ugandan or Nigerian. Like it just doesn't.
I went, mate. There's a Somali restaurant in the middle of town in Liverpool, and I went there recently, and they just served me an empty plate.
Really?
No, that was a joke.
I was gonna say like, oh well, yeah. Then again, there's starvation.
The flies on it.
Let's see. No chance in the chat. We serve iron brew at our African restaurant, just as Scottish as you, bro. You know, it's funny because I think that was a Fanta they put up, which is not as Scottish as we. You know.
Hey,
but,
kid.
yeah,
do you know what I found out recently? Which fucking I was made up with. So this is a random one. So the biggest selling soft drinks on earth, in every country, is Coca-Cola and Pepsi. But Scotland's is Iron Brew. Just Scotland, just like fucking like, no, this is our one. And that's every Western country on earth apart from Scotland. Based.
Yeah, that is pretty based. That, do you know, it's funny, like whenever I go to like a PA event, be it the camp or the conference, it might be like the actual day itself or maybe a day before or whatever, but when I'm traveling down, I would normally go to like a shop just to get, you know, a drink or whatever, and I've always kind of wondered, I wonder if they sell Iron Brew just for curiosity's sake. And some parts of where I go to, they do sell it, which I was like, what? But especially the I think it's the 1901 bottle, which is supposed to have the original ingredients included, which again, quite surprised of that myself.
Mate, do you know what? Like the original recipe is literally hidden in the bank vault. I shit you not. Like they put it, like it's sick, that proper Scottish fucking, yes, I am fucking brew, lad. Hey kid, I've got something to fucking, I don't mean to get you into trouble or nothing. I've got
Okay,
something to ask you about PA.
Mhm.
So, your general organisation seems to have a little weird issue with Staffordshire Bull Terriers. It keeps popping up, and it's quite annoying. Like on Telegram, you'll get one of your little autistic fucking weirdos like, it's a pit bull. I was like, no, it's not. It's a Staffordshire Bull Terrier, you fucking stupid cunt. And it's literally only from PA. Like, because Mark doesn't like them. So it's like a little trickle down thing that you all don't like them. They're not pit bulls, they're Staffordshire Bull Terriers. The amount of times, mate, I've just been like chatting to people on Telegram, and one of you little dickheads, not you, you know what I mean,
Yeah,
will
yeah.
pop in and be like, the pit bull. It's like, yeah, it's not. And I tell you what, mate, there's a load of yous who are like associated with the Woodland Initiative, who I am. You better come with that same energy when I bump into you on the land. You cheeky little fucking cunt. You got like a fucking 6'2", 16 stone scouser. See if you can fucking mark me off then. Honestly, Chief, the little horrible fucking cunts about these dogs, mate. I don't know what the issue with them is. It's like an obsession with them. Pit bulls, pit bulls. Fucking weirdos, mate. That Euro. Do you remember that Euro we used to do the fucking Tassob one?
Tassob,
He's
yeah.
getting it. Natty, that other one, he's getting it when I see him. Little fucking cheeky little fucking cunt. And the good thing is, the police won't, they're not asked about nationalists fighting with each other. I swear to God, mate, you cheeky little cunts who have come with that energy with me on Telegram about my dogs. They've literally, Chief, like wished my dogs dead. These dogs are my fucking family members. It's like, what the fuck are you doing? Like saying, oh, they need to be put down. Scumbags, mate. Seriously. And they're gonna fucking learn, lad. If I bump into them, watch.
Well, that's I would say it's between you guys, but because to be honest, I don't like follow or anything like that at all. I usually just like my own thing.
Yeah,
but-
you're not an internet guy, are you? You're not really on Telegram much.
Well, I mean, I would maybe like post stuff like here and there, but it's either I'm at work or I'm out and about, or even just like if I'm not really doing anything, I'm just like in the house, just really chilling out essentially. But and maybe I will have a look through my phone again here and there, but that's pretty much it really with that. So
You should, mate, because you've got like quite a decent following on Telegram, haven't you? You've got like 600 odd subs. Have you?
wow, it's like 430 or something like that, which is not like.
That's a decent number, though, mate. You should post more, mate. We need more voices from our side.
Yeah, well, that's definitely partly why I'm coming back to doing more streams on a regular basis. So, yeah, and even with that, I'll see if I can try and maybe post more on Telegram and X. In fact, there was one point I did wanted to make like a series of videos. So, if it didn't cover something on Mood of the Nation, I would maybe post a separate video on either platform. Again, just like giving my opinion on certain things with it, but I don't know if maybe that might be a good idea to do, or I don't know.
What it is, mate, do you know what I've noticed? Like, if you're not like a regular kind of poster, people will just like disappear, sort of thing. So, like me and Sensen, like we did the stream every week, and then we stopped doing it, and then we done it again, and then the viewership dropped like 200 people. So people are just sort of like that. Like if it's regular, I'll watch it. If it's not, I'll fuck it off, sort of thing.
Yeah, I think someone as well who's a follower of mine, because I met them in person at one of the PA conferences, and they do like my work, but they were just like, it's the only thing, Moody, that you just need to be consistent. And I'm like, yeah, like it's not like I'm trying, it's like I'm trying my best, but I got other stuff in the background type of thing. But
yeah, that's it. Life gets in the way, doesn't it? Fucking hell.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, life definitely gets in the way, but. Power slap in the woods by no chance in the chat.
I can't see any of these comments, but I'm sure they're funny.
Anyways,
my man, I'm gonna have to duck out, bro. I'm working. but it was absolutely lovely to speak to you. It's the first time I've spoke to you, and it was a long time coming, my mate.
Yeah, definitely. And wasn't expected, but you know what? It was actually a really good chat. So hopefully I'll definitely get you back on the show at some point.
Check me,
Um,
mate. I'll bring in like 100 nationalist weirdos who will just watch because I'm on.
just like watching like a hawk type of thing, but
The beast. Love you, lad. Take it easy, brother. Everyone in the chat, love yous.
same to yourself, Toffee. Take care, yeah. Excellent. Let's see here. Just have a look at the chat real quick. And that was Toffee. Again, didn't expect that on the show, but it was good to have Toffee on the show. There was a little bit of like saying with about the dog situation, but it was good having them on nonetheless with this. Hopefully I'll have it back on the show at some point. So it's only 10:02. So I'll probably stick around for another 10, maybe 15 minutes because I wasn't going to do the show for long with that. But I'm actually glad that I wasn't expected to get a guest on the show, but Toffee did appear. So again, Toffee, if you're still watching, thank you very much for tuning in or coming on the show. And hopefully I'll have you back on in the future episode. But in the meantime, folks, I guess we could do like a short Q&A section if you guys want. So if you have a question to ask me, please feel free to ask me in the chat. And I keep forgetting to put this on the screen. In fact, I need to update that because it's got all the other platforms that I am on, but I need to add X actually because I want people to follow me on that because I want to maybe try and use that as like a major platform. I want well that and Telegram, but in fact, let me see if I can actually do that now. So X, that would be, what is my X handle? Just double checking here. I'll also post it in the chat as well, just in case if people haven't followed me already. Again, that is if you do have an X account. So I know that many people might be deplatformed on X because, again, Elon Musk claims to be for free speech, but he clearly doesn't, that sort of thing. So save that, and that should be updated now. Let me see. Next Telegram. Yeah, that. So there we go. My X account is actually on there, so that should be updated with that. And then I will post a link to my X account in the chat. Again, if you haven't followed me there already, definitely give me a follow. I have currently 351 followers on X, which I mean, it's really a nothing burger when it comes to that. But again, for the amount of people, like 351 followers, that's I don't know how I managed to do that, but thank you very much for the follows. So let's see here, updated on X. If there's anything going on X at the moment, I don't think so. Actually, there was one thing I kind of want to talk about. I know there was a documentary that came out recently about Glasgow and a lot of stuff that's been going on. I think it was a BBC documentary or something to that effect. But the documentary in question, it was doing like a whole expose on like Glasgow and what's been going on as of late. Because if you've been following Glasgow, it's a bit of a cesspit at the moment. It's really, especially if you go to St. Enoch, I want to say corner, but Park or with that. I briefly touched upon it on the episode where David Clues was on, but the aftermath of that documentary, a lot of people were were not happy whatsoever because people feeling like they're being gaslit by the BBC. Oh, this is like English propaganda, and it's like look. There's many people in Glasgow who've had first-hand experience as to what's actually been going on over there. So, I mean, are those people, lying and part of the propaganda, or are they just genuine concerned citizens of Glasgow who are just actually seeing the bullshit going on with their own eyes, that type of thing? But anyways, so I haven't watched that documentary. I maybe should give a watch at some point and maybe do like a Mark Collip style review where I would kind of watch it and go over it myself type of thing and, maybe see from there. But who knows? Maybe at some point I might do that. Well, Actually, if I were to do that, I might have to do it on another platform because obviously YouTube is quite strict when it comes to copyright stuff. So I don't know. Maybe, but we'll see. But please, folks, feel free to ask me a question in the chat. I'll do it for another few minutes or so. Oh, and also, Amanda Lee, thank you very much for watching. And sorry I have to shoot off. I am glad I caught some of the stream. Thanks, Chief and chat. Thank you very much, Amanda Lee. Hope you're doing well, and I hope to see you in the chat soon in the near future. I get possibly next week show with 2:45. So we'll see. In the meantime, anyone have any questions? Also, something that I forgot to mention in the chat. I have a pinned comment up there, but if you wish to support me and support the show with a donation or two, you can click on the PayPal link and just send a donation if you can. I know it's a sorry, excuse me. I know it's a little bit financially difficult for some people because of the current climate just now. And of course, you don't have to send a donation if you don't want to. It's entirely optional. But if you do send a donation through however amount, be it small or large, any amount would be greatly beneficial for me and for the show. So again, entirely optional when it comes to that. Sorry, excuse me. I really should have like a water bottle or something like that just for my throat, but anyways, and I'll need to charge up my phone just real quick. Who else can I have on the show as a guest? I know Joe, if he's still watching, maybe he'll want to come on at some point. But I want to get someone I haven't had on before and maybe have a chat with them at some point. But, we'll see. We shall see. Anyways, any questions to come through? Like anything at all? We'll have a look through X and see if there's any updates at the moment and see from there. Just have a look and see if there's any updates on X at the moment, which I don't think there has been, currently speaking. Nothing really much going on at the moment. Let's see that. Have Richard McFarlane on the show? Yeah, I mean, it would be entertaining. It's kind of a bit of a weird thing considering that I would see him from time to time personally, whether it be at demonstrations or whatnot. But if he would like to come on, I don't know if he's maybe an expert on tech. Although saying that, he does have YouTube channels and he does upload his own content, so that'd be an idea. So maybe I can have him on if he wants to come on as well. There may be a few people I'm thinking about maybe having on, but I don't know. So there is actually someone in particular I want to have on, and maybe have a female guest on the show because haven't really had the only female. I'm trying to think. I've had Laura on. I've had Jodie on for like episode 200. Has there been any other female guests I've had on the show? I don't think I have. It's mainly been like a male-dominated type of show, but well, I'll see from there at some point. But anyways, and it also kind of depends on my schedule. But although saying that, the show will definitely be live every Thursday. It's just I mentioned before on the show that I'm going to be doing a lot more drawing as of late, and I've kind of doing something for it was a bit of a, well, it's not like a secret project because I know Donald Kent has posted something on his Instagram about it, but it's like it's a project for Wolf Shields Studios. I'm sure you may have heard them before. They've released their own independent film, Once Upon a Time in Minnesota, I think the film was called. Quite a good film. I need to watch it again at some point. I thought the ending was a bit abrupt from my first time watching it, but I'll need to give another watch and see from there. But from what I've seen, it was a fairly entertaining film for nationalists. And again, I'll see from there when it comes to that fact. I don't see any questions to come through at the moment, which, is fair enough. It's a bit of a no. I was gonna say abrupt, but oh well. Anyways, well, if you guys don't mind, it's coming up to 8 o'clock, and I did say that I wasn't gonna do the show for much long type of thing. It's kind of like getting back into the swing of things with regards to doing Mood of the Nation. So what I'll do is, if you guys don't mind, I will end the show there tonight at 8 o'clock, and I'll be back next week with another episode, which will be episode 245. So hopefully by then I'll have another guest on, maybe, maybe not, but I'll definitely be back for next week at 7 p.m. But in the meantime, folks, thank you very much for watching. I greatly appreciate everyone coming along, and I'll be back with the next episode. So thank you all once again. This is Chief Moody signing out. You have been watching the Mood of the Nation podcast, and I will see you all in the next one. Take care, stay safe, and enjoy the rest of your week. Enjoy the weekend when it comes, and I'll see you all next one. Thank you all, and good night. Take care.